Ryan from Workload. Today I'm going to show you how to automate a sales process using Workload by integrating Apollo.io, Slack, Pipedrive, and Gmail. These are very common tools that almost every business uses in some capacity. You might not be using Pipedrive or Slack specifically, but maybe you're using Microsoft Teams or HubSpot or Salesforce, tools that do similar jobs. Which we integrate with all those as well. But in this particular example, I'm just going to show you how to integrate Apollo, Slack, Pipedrive, and Gmail. You can swap out any of these tools for the tools that your company uses. This is just for a demonstration of a possible use case where you can automate a sales process with Apollo. So first thing we're going to do here is load up the editor in Workload, and we'll select our trigger step, which in this example here, we're going to use Apollo as the trigger, and the event is going to be new contact. So what we want to do is every time a new contact is added to Apollo, we want to send a message to a Slack channel, and then we want to add that person into our CRM, which is Pipedrive, and then we want to send an email to that new contact using our Gmail account, our own personal Gmail account. So I'm going to show you how that's all done right now. So we'll select Event, New Contact. We'll hit Continue, and then we'll connect our Apollo account. If you don't already have Apollo account connected to Workload, this will say Sign In. So just sign in following the instructions on the screen. You might have to create an API key in order to use it. So go to your settings and look at a way to create the API key. Make sure you give it all the proper permissions. So we'll hit choose, and I'm going to select my own Apollo account. And so now we've got to configure this trigger, and it's asking us for a contact stage. So we're going to add a contact stage to filter our results by. And so here we're going to only look at people who are in our system and they come in as new contacts and they're in the approaching, or let's say we're in the cold stage. Okay, so we'll hit continue and we'll test this, and here we have a contact. It's me. I'm the contact, the new guy. So here we have a lot of information thanks to Apollo, a lot of metadata here that we can map to future fields. So okay, we'll hit continue, and now we're here, we're configuring our second step, which is going to be using Slack. So we'll type in Slack, and our event is going to be send a channel message. And we'll hit continue, and then we'll connect our Slack account. If you've never connected Slack to Workload before, this will ask you to sign in to Slack. So do that. I already have a Slack account, so I'll use this. And now it's asking me for a channel. So essentially now I'm just kind of filling out these forms. Oh, maybe I connected the wrong account. Okay, so we'll do this testing Workload account here, channel. And then the message text is going to be new contact, space, and then we'll map a field here by clicking on this little drop down with Apollo, that step from above, the trigger step. And now we can start mapping some fields. So I'll say new contact, and we'll put the contact name in there. Then we'll hit return, and then we'll say LinkedIn. And here there's a LinkedIn URL, and we'll just map those fields for now for this message. And everything else here I think we'll just leave blank, but you can see you can send this as a bot, and if you do send it as a bot, you can specify a bot name. Maybe you want it to be your own company name, and then you can specify a URL for an icon for that bot. So this is highly configurable. We'll just leave it as this for now, and we'll hit continue, and we'll test this action. And here you can see we had a success. We got a new message. Let me slide my Slack over here into the view, and you can see that message here just came in, new contact, and there's a LinkedIn profile. information. So that's really cool. So far, so good. We'll hit continue. And now we'll add a new step by clicking on this plus icon here. So we're adding a new step. And this new step now is going to use Pipedrive, which is our CRM tool. And we're going to create a person. And we'll connect our Pipedrive. You can see I have a bunch of Pipedrive test accounts. And you'll have to sign in to yours if you don't, if you haven't connected it to Workload yet. So here we'll map the name. Again, we're just mapping the name straight from the first step. Phone number, I'm not sure if Apollo has the phone number. Let's look and see if we have any phone number information. And it does. We do have a phone number here. So let's go ahead and use that. And then the emails, you can specify emails. So let's go ahead and add in an email address. A quick little shortcut here, you can use the search box and just type in the field you need. So there I type in email, and you can see it just filters it with every key that contains email. So here's an email with that. And then we'll say this is work. And it's primary. Okay, so we'll hit continue. And hopefully this goes through. We should be able to see a successful output. So there we go. We can see that an ID was created with this person, which is great. So everything so far, so good. Now finally, we're going to send an email to this new contact. We're just going to use our Gmail account. So we'll use Google Gmail. And we're going to use this action called send email. We'll hit continue. We're going to choose our Gmail account. And then here we have a to field. So again, let's map this to the email from our new contact. So here it is. We'll click on that and it sends it up here. And we'll CC ourselves from all this. I think you can just leave this blank. Subject is going to say, you know, welcome to Workload. Let's chat about automation. Ooh, we can even personalize this. Let's say, welcome to Workload, and then we'll use their first name. Welcome to Workload. Brian, let's chat about automation. Cool. And then here in the body, you can configure this body to say like, hello, Brian, comma, enter, enter. My name is also Brian. Let's chat about, and then here I think we can probably insert the company name. So let's look for any data in here that would give us an idea of what company Brian works at. Let's see. Do we have anything for company? Nothing about company, but I think we saw the domain. Yeah, primary domain. Let's go with that. Let's chat about workload.co's needs to automate processes. You can be the, and then we'll insert a job title in here. You can be the insert title here. You can be the best sales manager by automating tasks for your team. Sincerely, Brian at Workload. You know, this is what's a little weird because I work at Workload, it's me, and then the sample data is also me. But I think you get the idea of what we're doing here. So we'll hit continue, and we'll test this action. And this time we got an error. We have to insert the from. So who this is from. This is from Brian See if that works. There we go. So we should get an email message, and let's see, I wonder if this is it. That already came through. No, here we go. There we go. So welcome to Workload, Brian. Let's chat about automation. So here is the final output. So here's the whole body of the message with the subject line. So pretty cool. You can see how this can begin to automate sales processes using all the various tools and integrating them together to build a workflow. And the final thing here is to just simply turn this on. And so once you turn this on now, every time there's a new contact in Apollo and it's found in that stage called cold, it's going to send a channel message in Slack with a little details about who the person is, who's the new contact. It's going to create them in your CRM, and then it's going to send an email using your Gmail account or Microsoft Outlook, or whatever. You can swap these tools out. And every time it happens, it's gonna run this process. It's gonna dynamically update with all those mappings that we created. If you have any questions, you can always reach out to support@workload.co for further help. And for more information, you can visit www.workload.co. Thank you.